Hi, just a little heads up that the coloring of this video is going to be slightly off. This is entirely my own fault. This was live streamed on Cass Play's channel, where she's hosting these D&D one-shots with our players, and unfortunately something in Twitch glitched, which meant that I could not download her VOD, even though I am her editor. So I had to screen record my own monitor. But unfortunately, because one of them is HDR and the other one isn't, the color grading is going to be slightly different, and I'm so sorry. I just want you to know that this is my fault and not Cass's. It looked so much better on Cass's channel. Please follow her and Honey May. I adore them to death. Alright, enjoy!
Button. Oh, I just saw your stream transition. The D20. That is so cute. I love that. Yeah. Oh no.
Okay, now you can hear me. Haha, what about Honey? Can you hear Honey?
Yeah, they can hear me.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Well, I mean, just my reactions to you saying things. It's gonna be so funny. You're like, and then this happens, and then I'm just like, ah! And then everyone's like, what just happened?
But
and
what
I'm like,
was it?
Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for the resub, Ty and Lay. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. How dare you hype train when I can't even see the alerts? No alerts and a hype train.
Oh,
How
so
dare
sneaky.
you? How dare you? That is so true. So sneaky. But hey everyone, welcome in. I am so excited to be here to play D&D. The last time we did one of these, we were here with Mary Desu, my wonderful wife, who is both of our wives, because we're all wives. Me,
Yeah.
Honey, Ilona, and Meru.
I'm enclosed little group of gals that are definitely very much in love with each other. That's us.
Yes. Oh, Lonnie, thank you for that pinned message. We all play in a D&D campaign over on Ilona Oakenshield's channel. If you want to learn any more information about that, you can use the commands that we have. There's keepers, and then there's also one that takes you to... Oh, maybe not. Don't ignore that one. I don't actually, hold on. Do I need to activate the command packet? I do. It's not on. Now it is. Haha, beautiful. So yeah, we play in a campaign over there. I am the DM, and that is my literal pride and joy. I love that D&D that I run over there. It's truly, truly one of my most favorite things in the world. And now we get to just explore Manaaki. Honey, do you want to talk about yourself first and tell everyone about you first? Just my wonderful, wonderful wife, Honey, first, and then we'll talk about your character, I guess.
And then my character. I was like, I can talk about Manaaki. Hi, I'm Honey. I am an Australian Twitch streamer. It's so weird calling myself a streamer though. I don't feel that way. I play on Twitch sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll do a variety of games. It's usually on my main channel. It's usually RPG heavy games, or I'll get into like Souls games as well. So I did like a very big long time of just doing Elden Ring. Too much Elden Ring.
I remember when you played so much of that.
Yeah, look, it's fun, don't get me wrong. I love Elden Ring. But I need a goddamn break. So, yeah, I have swapped over to other things now. I used to be a Baldur's Gate 3 streamer, which is when I first started. And now I've done things like Cyberpunk and Clair Obscur, and I'm gonna be doing Dark Souls 3.
Yo, that'll be so fun.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. In terms of my second channel that I now have, which you don't have to promote, but that's okay. I do
Get wrecked, I was ready with it.
I know, that was so funny. I do art streams. I've been doing art commissions for Cass over on that channel, and I've been doing cozier games like Minecraft and Gordlets. Um, and so I've been having a good time over there, just not being human. I've been a little PNG, not a PNG tuber, like a VTuber,
Yeah.
kind of.
But it's like
It is,
pixelated
yeah,
in
technically.
design, so it's like
Yeah,
so cute.
very two-dimensional. Yeah. So I've been having fun over there as well. Yeah, my little pixel tuber, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me.
That's wonderful. And yeah, we have, I think I've known Honey basically since I started streaming, which as of now is over a
Just
year
sneeze.
of affiliate. Bless you for your sneeze. I did see it happen, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to like, if you didn't want to talk about it, I didn't want to force you to talk about the sneeze.
It was like so aggressive. I had to mute just in case. Thank you, Lonnie. That's a 1d4. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Yeah,
Oh.
anyways, we have known each other for a long time.
Yeah. We but yeah, it's been nice being your friend, and then halfway into our friendship a bit, or a half a year into our friendship kind of.
Yeah.
A bit we started playing D&D. It's been really fun. I think I don't know, I think D&D on the internet has really taught me much different things than playing D&D just like regularly. But I am really excited to learn more about Manaaki and kind of delve into his backstory. So in the campaign that I run over on Alona Oakenshield's channel, our group there is called the Keepers of the Between. They are a group of adventurers that were basically recruited by a archfey who is a part of a collective of powerful beings across different planes who protect the delicate balance between the planes. And our group, Manaaki, who is a drow fighter, and then our other friends, which is Althea, a Death Domain cleric, and Boston, a warlock sorcerer, have been doing things in the quote-unquote present in that campaign. Lots of different foolish shenanigans that you can find on the Keepers YouTube channel, ! Keepers YT. But that's for another day if you want to watch that, because today we are exploring the wonderful backstory of our big, strong, but soft boy, Manaaki. And tell us about him. Like, if you were talking about him in the present, what would you say about him if we were doing D&D just on the Keepers YouTube channel, you know?
Yeah, in terms of what he's like today, is what I would like to say it as. He is a fantastic fighter. He is strong. He is brave. And the reason why he's so brave is he probably doesn't have any foresight to see whatever dangers in front of him, because he's so stupid. He's been dropped so many times that he's canonically got 8 intelligence because his parents were not prepared for a child in the slightest. And so I think as well, I would like to say that intelligence and wisdom kind of go hand in hand. So that's also why he's got like no wisdom either. But
I'll fight you on that. I love a high wisdom, low intelligence, or vice versa character, but that's for another day. Yeah.
All right. We can get into that later. I would say that he is he's very niche with his interests. He likes skulls. He likes things that look cool. He learns this from his really cool, awesome mothers that are also really cool like that.
Oh, we'll meet
he's
them
very
today. I'm very
interested-
excited.
I'm so excited. He's very interested in nuts. He's been collecting them ever since he was like 7 years old, and so he's got a nut collection. And in the present day, he actually gets to use them in combat as well, which is so freaking exciting too. So yeah, I'm so excited.
It's fun.
So that's Manaaki. But he is a soft boy on the inside. For those who he loves, he's a bit of like a golden retriever, but on the outside he's quite brutish looking and Well, I mean, if you just look down below,
Yes,
that's what he looks like.
there's
and-
2 pictures of him, one edited to fit the old-timey style looking thing of the poster, and then the actual
Yes.
picture of him a bit lower.
Yes, the
We-
one that's in the corner.
Well, and the best part, so I do also, so we have everybody pictured as Hero Forge minis, right? Because that was an easier way to kind of make things for D&D without having to have a $60 game. But Baldur's Gate 3 really captures Manaaki's vibe a lot better than Hero Forge, in my opinion. And I know that's your opinion too.
Yeah, it is. Well, this is the thing, right? Manaaki was a character, one of my first characters on Baldur's Gate 3 that I made like a multiplayer account with my friend. So Manaaki means so much to me in the sense of like his history with that, because I made him exactly how he is, like that we use him in this campaign today. He's got no intelligence and he is just strength. And the way that my friend and I played is because I was a dirge as Manaaki, is that he would just senselessly go around killing things, and it was just to impress his boyfriend Astarion. So he'd be like, I killed another. And then the thing is that we did too much evil that even Astarion was like, can you chill out and rein it back in a bit? Like, it was so funny. And then also like his character was like this tiefling, and I forgot who it was that he was romancing. I think that he was romancing Lae'zel. And so Lae'zel as well is just like, yes, you must battle, you must fight. Then even then she was like, just calm down a little bit there. Like, you're getting too ahead of yourself. So we just went a little bit too hard. So, but the thing is, like, Manaaki is very like, I'll do anything for the ones I love. And yeah, so he means a lot to me. And I love that I've had the chance to like bring him to life. So yeah.
And I think explore him more than just, I like to go kill things, you know, because then he can be like a bit more like round of a, well, and you know, BG3 can only take you so far with how much you can be a character, you know. So
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, so I like the opportunity to be able to say like, yeah, he doesn't actually feel anything when he kills things, rather than like, I'm doing it because I enjoy it. Like, he's not really like that now. So
yeah,
I like that I can develop that.
But I think he still likes fighting, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
He loves it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi Poppy. I just saw Poppy, got excited. On that note, I will probably read chat a little bit less, especially once we get into the thick of the actual content of the one shot, just because you know, I don't know, I like to focus on my players. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll be peeking at chat as I do, but I just might not catch everything. And I appreciate Ilona being here, our mod for the night, and I'm so excited.
Yes,
to play
entertain
with you.
yourself, guys.
Yes. I love you all. If you don't know D&D, it's a wonderful role-playing game. We roll dice. We tell a story together. I have a little bit of a plot worked out, but really this is a space for me and Honeymate to explore our boy Manaaki.
Child.
In general, the like the basis of the stats, just because really quick, just since Ben mentioned that they don't know D&D, just really fast description. So basically everything in D&D is based on 6 stats. So we have strength, self-explanatory, dexterity, you know, kind of like sneaky, stealth, you know, like the more dexterous side of physicality than like the I can pick up a giant boulder side of physicality. Constitution is how you determine your HP and things like overcoming illness or things like that. Intelligence is I am really good at books. I am really good at research. I'm really good at remembering things. While wisdom is more I have good intuition about the world around me. I can read people better. Insight is one of the biggest wisdom things, or perception, things like that are tied to wisdom. And finally, charisma. How good are you at talking to people? You know, how good are you speaking to somebody and convincing them of something, whether that's deception or persuasion or things like that. And with those basic 5 stats, that's D&D. Everything is tied to those 5 stats, whether you're attacking people, interacting with people, anything like that. And it's all based on rolling dice. And we abso-freaking-lutely love dice. I have physical dice. Honey has physical dice. We do have dice virtually as well. I set up finally my map so that we can see the dice rolls. I stupidly didn't set it up that way the last time for some reason, but here we are. When Honey rolls, we'll be able to see the numbers, but I tend to roll physical dice just because that's how it goes, you know? But yeah, I'm very excited to start. Are you ready, my gorgeous, wonderful wife?
I'm so ready. Okay. I'm so excited. I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Not yet. I'll hold it in until squirrel.
Hold it in until squirrel. I am going to just pop some different music on. That's a little less distracting.
What's the vibe?
We're going less for dramatic, and we're going more for like a have you ever listened? Do you know Lord of the Rings music? This is only gonna help if you know Lord of the Rings music. So we're going for more like concerning hobbits. So like song where it's like kind of like silly and fun, and like it's like a little adventure, like a little doodly dee adventure, not like a bomb type of adventure. You know what I'm saying?
All right, listening to that right now.
Perfect. Yeah. I won't play Concerning Hobbits, one of the largest copywritten songs in the world. So I will continue with my Stardew Valley Mines songs. So that's where it will be for me. I know
exactly this song. I've heard it so many times. Yeah.
Yes, everyone has heard this song. This is that's the vibe for today.
I love that.
Cool. Perfect. Wonderful. Let's get into it. Hi mods, welcome in. I do have the hydrate alert on. That's mainly for me, not for Honey. Honey can hydrate if she wants, but I do forget to...
I can... Woo!
I forget to drink water. And then I talk with dry mouth, and that's not nice. All right.
Yeah, we get lost in the source of D&D. Let's go for it.
All right. Manaaki doesn't remember how he came to live where he does, but does one ever really remember that far back? First memories are never, I came out of the womb, but more, I remember when I dropped my ice cream at the Midsummer Festival, or things like that. But for Manaaki, the first thing he remembers is a sudden, intense pain and a heavy thud of his head smacking onto a wooden floor. In fact, being dropped accidentally, of course, happened multiple times for Manaaki, and despite the consequences of poor memory and low intelligence, he always seems to remember the pain, shock, and lingering effects of this many-a-time occurrence in his life. And more often than not, when Manaaki sleeps at night, his dreams draw upon his memories. And when his memory fails to process things that happened the day before, which happens often, as Manaaki does have a pretty poor memory, unfortunately. A young Manaaki, past his coming of age, but still young enough that he was treated as a young man, dreams of simply falling. Falling through water, maybe falling through air, maybe falling through trees or brush, but always falling. It's peaceful when he has these dreams. Well, it would be if he didn't always know what would wake him up. And again, like always, a wooden floor rushes into view and your head slams into the surface. And this is when you, a young Manaaki, shoot up in your bed, a sourceless pain still lingering within your skull. Honey, help me understand what Manaaki's room would look like. Does he have a room? Is it just a section of his house? But without going into the detail of what the outside of the house looks like, tell me a little bit about the inside of his room, if he has one, or the house if he doesn't have a room.
I feel like I think that they would give him a room.
I agree.
I feel like it would probably be maybe a bit smaller in size. So like
Absolutely.
The bed that he sleeps on is kind of just like a long cot. Like it's not really
well,
like too big for him.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, like the you know the people in your village are also large, kind of like you, just out of the way that orcs are. So yeah, absolutely. You would probably just have like a big piece of wood as your bed, really.
Yeah, it's I feel like they kind of gave him something when he first came, and then they just never upgraded from it. Despite that he did in fact grow.
Yeah,
because
maybe they
didn't
like
think
added
that he
something
would.
to the end, but it's like not quite the right height as the rest of the bed.
Yeah. So his feet is like up the side.
Yeah. Wait, I love that.
So yeah. So yeah, he's got that kind of room. It's I would say that for this particular, vibe, it's a little bit more on the wooden side, despite what his room is like in the keepers.
That's what I was thinking too.
And it kind of doubles as like a bit of a storage place for one of his mother's like weapons too. I would say, like, on one side of the wall it's just like got all of her axes and sharp tools.
Well, and you can
because
kind of
they
tell
live in a
she doesn't like to throw stuff away too. Like there's definitely axes that like she has broken but kept anyway, like in the event that they became useful.
Yeah, and his rogue mother is like, I'll get to fixing it soon. Like, I promised you. Just put it in Manaaki's closet. Like,
exactly. 100%.
Yeah.
What kind of possessions would like Manaaki have in his room that kind of speak more to him instead of more to just like the things that are in a space typically for a room?
I feel like Manaaki's quite a simple kind of guy, and he always kind of has been. So he's kind of just received anything that he's like received, he's just taken it, really, just to be grateful for it. And so like he's got hand-me-down like armor, and he's got hand-me-down clothes that do not fit him yet because they are from older orcs that are gigantic and he is not as tall. And so he has them, but he takes good care of them, and he's proud that maybe one day he'll be able to fit into them.
Very
and
like
he's got
very accidentally Fae in theory. So like Fae don't like say no to gifts. Like it's very much like if you say no to like a gift or something, it's like very like rude. It's just I don't know that it's so funny that he ended up in the Feywild because he's like that like already, and he's not even been there.
Yeah, I think that I would like to say that with the way that sorry, hang on, I just got distracted. What is your mouse cursor? What is that?
Oh, it's a Junimo from Stardew Valley.
Oh my goodness, I saw something like little cutie just anyways, yeah.
Let me get that out of there.
Sorry.
Stop distracting my wife.
I'll stop looking. Anyways, so I feel like the way that Manaaki was raised is because he's obviously the only drow in this village. Like he stands out a bit, and he might have faced a bit of controversy. So if anything that he's given, he is immensely grateful for it because he knows that he doesn't really belong just yet. So he is trying his best to do what he can to belong. And so his room is kind of like anything that's ever been given to him. He takes good care of it, and he wants to like put it on display. And even if like his mother thinks like, oh, that's just trash, he's like, yes, but it's mine. Someone gave it to me, But in terms of things that he actively goes out to add to his collection of little trinkets, nuts, he's just had a fascination with them. I think as well, he kind of looks around like the area that he lives in. Are we going with like that image that I sent you, like in terms of or
my question I guess at this point is so I'm gonna say there's a room in your a window in your room. Just I think Manaaki likes to be a little connected, to the nature outside. It's openable. He can like have a little moment at night if he needs to. Like sleep with the window open, because maybe you never know. Do you think it would be like warm? Like that was my question too that I didn't actually ask you. So we're in a bit of a forest, right? But we're in like a bit of a mountain pass. What
I think that in my idea of it is that it's humid, but in a slightly tropical sense during the day.
Love that.
Because of how like like lush it is, but like during the night it can drop quite cold. And I think that for Manaaki, because he is a drow and he's used to colder environments, at night is where he really feels the most comfortable. While during the day he's struggling a little bit,
Yeah,
but he doesn't want to
that
show
window
it.
like
So
stays ajar at night, kind of like lets in the
yeah,
night air. Very
always.
nice.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
it's like
that.
finally a comfortable like temperature. So he'll like often sleep with like only his briefs on, like, and have the jar like the window open so then he can cool himself down.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I love that. Um, Manaaki wakes up, rubbing his head a bit, just had a pretty common occurrence dream, but it doesn't ever get easier for you, to wake up from this dream. You're always a bit groggy, a bit cloudy in the morning. As you kind of wake up, you realize that it's definitely like morning, time to get up, though you've woken up a bit early than potentially you may normally would have. Can I just have a quick little morning perception check from our boy?
Oh,
First roll of the night, baby.
Okay, where's my perception? I never use it. Oh, I have an advantage. Okay, I have a +1. Okay, I've got a 10. What is that? What am I perceiving?
Yeah,
Tell me.
baby. A 10. Did that show up for me? Hold on, let me go back to... Oh, you know why it's not showing up? It's because I have to click on the page. Oh. There we go. There it is. Haha, don't worry about it. Perfect. 10. It takes a bit for you to like get your bearings. It's a bit too early. He's a bit too groggy. Everybody loves a good sleep. But he doesn't sleep. He trances, but he still lays in a bed. He still gets comfortable. He still sprawls. I think like that's a cute thing about Manaaki is like when you gave me like even the room you have at present in the campaign, you still pictured a bed. And I think that I love that about him, that he still enjoys like that rest. But as you kind of look around and you get your bearings for the day, start to get up, you notice on the window ledge, just like with a small in his hands, just looks like a sock, maybe like a small sock that would have never fit your foot, but you remember it was given to you maybe a week, 2 weeks ago with a bunch of other clothes you couldn't quite use, but you kept them nevertheless. You see a squirrel sitting, kind of rotund, fur slightly matted. You can see there's like something sticky kind of like mucking up its fur. And as it kind of like grabs onto this bit of cloth, it's a sock, but you could barely call it that at this point. As it kind of holds it close, its black beady eyes kind of like lock on. He lifts his tail, squeezes out a couple of poops, and rushes out the window and up a nearby branch.
Rude.
Yeah. And you recognize the squirrel. For this is the squirrel that has tortured you for your life. You're around from, at this point, I would say maybe Manaaki isn't the most excited person to like track their age, but sometime between the ages of like 18, you are of age, and maybe like 25, somewhere in that range at this point. This poor Manaaki, our sweet boy, has been being tortured by this squirrel since the beginning of his life. Tell me a little bit about your relationship with Turd, as Manaaki calls him. Yeah.
It all started when I was 7 years old.
Yep. It did, though.
Imagine I did a flashback. It did. It actually did. Manaaki has always had a fascination with nuts and prides himself on having probably the best and most unique nut collection in the world. Well, at least to his knowledge, in the world.
Oh, yeah.
So oftentimes he would go out adventuring in this like forest area that he lives in, which is like up in the mountains, and he would try to scavenge and scout for special nuts. And one day he found like the magnum opus of his nut collection hanging on a tree, just out of reach. And as he was climbing up this tree to get it, what scooped down and took that from him but a little turd. So this squirrel stole his magnum opus, and ever since then he has been tormented by this because he knows that he still has that nut. That squirrel still has that nut, and he wants
Somewhere.
that fucking nut back. That's his nut. He found it first, okay? Finders keepers. But little turd over there doesn't know the rules because he's a squirrel, but Manaaki doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know the rules, right?
And you've tried
Anyways,
to track him
ever since then.
Manaaki has tried to track this squirrel, and we'll get into it, but just like the terrain of where you live just doesn't quite allow someone who can't climb. Like, you can climb okay, but you're not like a fucking squirrel level climber.
I'm not dexter enough to be able to like maneuver the way that squirrel maneuvers. Yeah,
exactly.
No, he's a strong boy, but like that's not gonna help him out with this tiny little squirrel. Yeah.
Yeah. You're just kind of left sitting on the side of your bed, staring at this open window. You would normally close it around this time of day to keep it as cool as possible inside. But yeah, there's just
seething.
Just a couple of turds, just a couple of turds just sitting there, left over from the turd, your arch nemesis, the squirrel, as he took off with one of your things yet again. How does Manaaki feel?
He's like on the inside, he's like seething just a little bit, but like he's also kind of gotten used to this turd. So like it doesn't bother him too much because he knows that if it does, it's gonna ruin his entire day. So he will take like 5 minutes to just kind of let himself feel the seething, and then just like immediately he just calms down and
Absolutely.
he's like, I'll kill him one day. I will kill him one day.
Exactly. You go about your day. You get your things ready. On a typical day, do you think like you would put on your armor that you have and get your weapon? Like, would you do all of that? Okay, perfect.
100%. I feel like for for Manaaki, he would totally do that.
I agree. I 100% agree. So yeah, you get your splint armor that you have. You get that on. It was probably one of the more expensive things that your mother ever gave you. You have a set of splint armor and you have a great sword. Those two things kind of, though they were not made specifically for you, you know that like splint armor, even here in a town or in a village of orcs who are very like inclined to love things like that, like battle weapons and armors and shields and things, it's still kind of hard to get like, you know, even like plate armor here is like, there's some people that have it, but it's still a little bit of a commodity. So you feel very special when you put it on. It's a nice morning routine that makes you remember like how much you're loved.
Yes.
I love it. So. I love it. And as you're kind of doing that, you're getting finished putting everything on, you do start to hear a bit of commotion in the house. Just give me a quick perception check as you're kind of like clocking, is it normal commotion or is it like things I need to be worried about commotion? Which for you are pretty close.
A 9.
A 9. You hear commotion a lot. Your moms,
whoa,
they're not quiet. You, at this point, you're not really sure.
Never are.
Like, you hear a couple of voices, and it seems that your mother's kind of, your house is all on one floor. It's not anything huge, not anything crazy. Like your small room is just adjacent to your mom's small room that goes out into a little living area, nothing crazy. But you do hear your mom's out in that living area, and they're having a bit of an argument. You hear one of your moms arguing on the side of having sausages with eggs over bread for breakfast, while the other is arguing for meat and vegetables over eggs with no bread because you're running out of bread at the current moment. And so there's a big argument happening. It's heated.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you hear.
What's okay, cool. So Manaaki, I feel as though Manaaki would probably join in to the argument. So he will just immediately go out and say, what's going on?
And you walk out. So you see one of your mothers, Grot. So tell me if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Grot. Yeah.
Grot. Okay, perfect. Grot. Grot, for those of us who have not seen, oh wait, let me swap over to this also infographic. I have a graphic.
Yay!
Just like with Althea's family, we have a little family tree, though it's only 3 people, unlike Althea's was like 5.
I love it.
But it's just
Look at that tree.
yeah, this is just our little family tree. I'll zoom in. So we have Grot. Grot is a orc. Both of Manaaki's mothers are orcs. But in there we go. Grot has a very muscular frame, wrapped in kind of tattered, fur-lined armor stitched with homemade thread. Scars litter her dark green skin, kind of a testament to like the fights she's had in the past and the things she's done, and even, you know, scars from not battle, because, you know, they're kind of constantly doing like physical shit, you know, they're your cool ass moms. She has kind of like these piercing amber eyes and a bit of a confident smirk as she speaks. And you can kind of tell that although she's arguing, although she's heated, although she feels very strongly about her point right now, there is that little bit of a smirk on her face, and it's kind of clues you in that like it's not all well and it's not all like anger, but like this is kind of just like the way it is here, right? And you kind of see like the love that she feels for the other orc she's arguing with in this moment. And she kind of has this intensely curly hair that's mostly kind of pushed over to one side. She also kind of has these like spiked bracers and like a rope belt that cinches like just like her intensely stacked abs. I didn't put this in this picture that you can see, but the other version I have of her has like this,
I've seen it.
this like huge just like ab stack. And I was like, yeah, baby, put that in there.
That's my mother.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you designed her in this way, by the way. Like, I didn't have an image in my head of what she looked like. All I knew was that she was like fucking beefy, and you've made her Miss Beefcakes of me. I love that. Thank
absolutely. You. And she's huge. And her voice
How
is
tall is she?
She's so I was doing some research, and it kind of says that like orcs are like kind of up to like, I think it said like 7-ish feet. 6, I think it was like 6.5 or something. So she's very tall. She's like 6'7", and then your other mom, Robin, is more along the lines of like 6'4". So we got like some differences, but they're still hugely tall women.
In my head, Robin is like considered like the runt of like everyone. Like, she's so small.
Yeah, absolutely.
But she's still so fucking tall.
Yeah, tall, but like just like more stick skinny, if you could even call an orc that, but like she's still extremely muscular. So for example, Robin on the other hand, she's a very like cunning orc rogue. She has like these very piercing green eyes, and you can see that as they're arguing, she's like finding little moments of like weakness within like Grot. More of like waiting for her moment, like cunning, like thought as to how she's arguing, though it is still very loud, booming. Like there is like those subtle differences that you love to see within your moms. She's dressed in like these layered leathers. She has like bone trophies around her waist, which are just like smaller little like ornamental pieces. Like of your two moms, you would say that she's probably more of like the one who cares more about like objects or like appearance or things like that, though neither of them are super into that either. You also see like she has tightly braided hair that kind of frames a stoic but sharp face, and as like she kind of like looks over to you, realizing this is like a weakness for Grot, you kind of hear Robin just be like, so what do you think we should do?
Immediately Manaaki does like to rile his other mother, Grot, up. And so he'll immediately just side with Robin because he thinks that it's funnier. So whatever it is, he'll be like, I think we should listen to Robin.
And you just see like Grot just be like, ah, no! I know we're almost out of bread, but I want some with breakfast. And it's just, oh no, she just explodes. Like there's just like this moment of you're like, in a D&D sense, like, are you raging right now? Like, are you literally going into a rage over breakfast? Yes, yes, she is. And like you see her being like, well, fine, I'll cook the meat, I'll cook the vegetables, and I won't even want any of it. And you just see her just start cooking angrily, and Robin just kind of like comes over to you and just puts an arm around you and says, don't you just love being a part of this family?
Yes, Mom.
Yeah, she looks down at you and just
Yeah,
goes, gives you a little noogie on your head as she kind of like is like,
yeah.
should I calm her down or are you gonna do it this time?
Manaaki is going to definitely calm her down more. So
Absolutely.
I'll talk to Mom. Don't worry about it.
Perfect. Robin goes about like setting up like the table, not that you have great dishes or anything, but just the things that she can get out, be a little bit helpful. Might go even about to like grab some things from outside. So just kind of like let you have your moment with Grot. And you just Yep, your mom is kind of throwing things over a very like open fire. It's a very crude kitchen. There's like a wash basin. There's not like a sink or anything like that, obviously. And she's just kind of banging about.
Okay, I feel like for Manaaki's like temperament, he's not one to like get really loud or anything like that. But he's like on the more like sly side when it comes to his parents. So he's gonna go over and be like, you know, just to like really make matters worse. He's like, I think it's probably a good idea that we cut back on the bread, don't you think? And he like glances like up and down his mother to like imply that she could like cut back a bit.
She looks over. How could you? How could you say this?
I'm just saying, I think that you've gone a little bit slow, Mom, with training. I mean,
do you want to take me right now and put your money where your mouth is? I will show you that
No, I don't have any money.
That's a good point. I know you don't. You always lose it when I give it to you.
Oh, I'm losing it. Oh, I didn't. I just thought that you weren't giving me any.
Well, you lost it once when you were like an infant toddler. You know, I gave you five copper, and I think you might have even swallowed them. So I thought maybe then I shouldn't give you any more after that.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, why am I putting money where my mouth is? Why would I do that? He's just like not understanding this. He's like Drax. It just goes over his head.
You'll understand one day, my son.
Okay. Anyways, should we fight? Do we want to fight? And I look to Robin for like permission because like I will never start something without her consent. Like I have to know.
Robin like peeks her head in, like you see that she's now like kind of like gone outside, grabbed like a armload of like firewood and is bringing it back in. You see her be like, after the way you destroyed this room yesterday, I would prefer if you two didn't fight again today to prove who's right in another argument, but that's just my opinion.
Yes, Mom. And then I like shoot up at Grant and I'm just like, next time. and I walk away.
Yeah, and you see her kind of like get the same look too of like, aw, dang it. But it's just a bit of time, you know, you kind of hang out, do the things you do normally in the morning, and after a bit of time, Grot does kind of bring, it's a bit of a stew of like meat and vegetables, just kind of cooked together. Nothing special, nothing fancy, just salt and meat and vegetables, and then you kind of see that like there has been some like eggs cooked and scrambled that's thrown underneath it all. As you're eating, you definitely get lots of eggshells. It's just kind of the way it goes.
Protein, fiber.
Exactly. And everyone kind of sits. Robin and Grot do sit next to each other, and you see like when Robin sits down, she like puts like, you know how you can like snipe people in the rib cage and like you get them like you know what I'm saying? Like Robin just like tickles Grot right in the rib cage, and Grot just like fully punches Robin just like across the arm. Like it's so hard. if you didn't know them, you would be concerned. But like they both just like laugh and like they like give each other a little like a cute little kiss, and then they go about eating their breakfast. It's just like
Yeah.
that's your moms. That's your moms. That's how they are.
That's my moms. Yeah.
They both kind of like eat their breakfast and finally like you know how there's always that one moment where everybody's so hungry and you're all just eating and eating and eating, and then they both kind of look up at you and they look to each other. They look back at you, and Grot kind of is like, well, we got a couple things to tell you today.
Okay.
Okay, so
Still eating.
yep, obviously, yeah, they are too.
Yeah.
Speaking through fully full mouths, also everyone I'm sure is at this point. Well, really, it's one thing. I have been hearing that, you know the old man, Ulam.
Ulam?
Yeah, you love,
Yeah.
you know, your friend. Well, don't say that. Maybe you're the man that you talk to often.
Yes, my friend. Ulam.
Don't say that around him, but I have been hearing that he is calling for you. And I mean that he is yelling at every person that walks by his house that he's looking for you, but he refuses to come here and is expecting you to come there. And we've heard through the grapevine that he's starting to get a little violent about it.
He's never called for me before. I've always been the one that goes to him. And
I know.
He's like giddy.
Yeah, you see like Robin like get a little smiley, and like Grot like is like, I don't know, they kind of, this is your first person in the village that you've had any connection with in the 20 years you've been here almost.
Yeah.
So we want you to.
He wants to see me?
He wants to see you, and I don't know why, and no one really knows why, but everyone's starting to complain about it, and they're blaming you for not going there. So I'm just saying it might be a good idea.
Okay. Immediately Manaki's like, of course they're blaming me. They always do.
Yep, you
All right,
100%.
immediately.
No role needed. The entire situation, like, this old man is literally torturing people as they walk by, and they're finding a way to blame it on you because you're the outcast drow of the village.
They're like, of course it's the drow's fault.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just eating my eggs and my eggshells.
I'm just eating my eggshells. Oh, I love that.
Like, is like getting up, but then he's like shoveling the rest of the food like down his mouth as he's walking away, and he like kind of tosses. I'm gonna assume that the plates are like kind of like a metal kind of, you know, like the camping kind of plates.
They're not glass because they would never last.
They're not glass. No, definitely not. So he's like, he kind of throws that behind him into like the general area of the sink, and he like runs into his room to like grab his like sword and, you know, grab anything else that he needs. And he's like ready to go. Like,
absolutely.
He wants to see Ulam.
Absolutely. And as you kind of get up, your mother's finished far before you. You're the slow eater of the family, though you realize later in your life that you still eat disgustingly fast for being the slowest from where you came from.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As you're kind of coming back, you realize like your mothers have like they kind of did also just like throw their stuff and kind of take off. You see them like get ready for the day. They kind of tend to go off and do their own thing. They have like different things they do throughout the day. They don't have like jobs, but you get the idea that like the village as a whole kind of functions together. People don't like have huge amount of jobs, but people like, there's like the guy who grows stuff that you go to and like you give him stuff and he gives you stuff back, you know?
Yep. And for Manaaki, that's all he understands.
Yeah. And like your moms are kind of like the strong ones of like, you know, and they like do a lot of like heavy lifting. Like there's like just a good amount of like manual labor that has to be done in a village like this. But as you kind of come out of your room, give me just a quick perception check.
So much perception, so little good rolls. All right. That's for the dice. Come on, baby.
Yeah, come on, baby.
Oh, I got a 14. I got a 14.
14 total. Perfect. I have to roll 2. I forgot. Okay. It's pretty immediate. You walk out of your room and and the front door is like pretty ajar. Like you don't really lock the door in your house. It's kind of like a everybody's chill here kind of place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see huddled around the plates over a piece of like food that somehow survived and didn't get eaten. You see stuffing into the sock the squirrel stealing the scraps of food, and as you come in and see him, he like picks it up and like starts to dash out of the house.
Oh my god. Immediately I'm in a bad mood again. I'm just like, you dare still have food this time.
Yeah.
But he's just like, you're lucky I'm in a rush and all I wants to say, and he like slams his door closed, like, because he's like, I don't want him getting into this house at all.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're lucky I have other important things to do. And he's like walking away, but he's like so angry.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And you see the squirrel like sprint off in a direction that is nowhere near where you're going. And
he turns around and he like flips off the squirrel. Like,
and as you like flip off the squirrel, you like see it stop, like, because it sees you do this. You see it stop and you just hear it like from afar, these like, and then it just like sprints off again.
Yeah, fuck you too! Turd! And he like walks off. Only time that Manaaki ever loses his shit is with the squirrel.
You see like a couple of the nearby people at the nearby houses like give you a quick like look as you walk out your front door. Speaking of walking out your front door, you kind of like adjust to the low sunlight that is here. It's never super sunny. It's never crazy direct sunlight here. But you do see a sight that you have seen plenty of times, but to someone new, it might be quite of a wonder to experience the place that you currently live. High in the canopies of colossal trees of a particularly isolated mountain range, the orc village winds through the forest and the trunks and branches of impossibly tall trees. Wooden huts with naturally colored thatched roofs nestle against trunks connected by sturdy rope bridges and thick vine pathways. Lush greenery drapes the structures, blending them seamlessly into the forest, while waterfalls and mist kind of rise from the ravines below, giving the space kind of like just like a very ethereal, like dreamy sort of quality, especially in the morning, which it is right now. The entire settlement kind of has a quiet reverence for nature. You get the idea that each platform or hut or like rope bridge were all shaped to kind of live with the forest rather than take it over. Manaaki, you have always found peace and reverence in this nature. And yeah, just if you want to say anything about how Manaaki feels about his home, this is kind of like your chance, you know?
Oh my god, I got like literal goosebumps just now with the way you described this. I'm also listening to like the most ethereal like playlist that has just come on.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think for Manaaki, this is what he really considers like home for him. Like he's never been like a bustling city kind of person. Like when he grows up older and he starts adventuring, like that's never been where he's gravitated towards. It's always been like lush greenery and, you know, like this kind of wonderful kind of woods and like over like, you know, these canopies of like trees that like protect him from the sun, you know. And even though it's not always the most comfortable for him in terms of like the temperature just being like ungodly humid that no one else seems bothered by or minds at all, he does find like so much like solace in the evening, like when it drops to like such low temperatures, and he's like, this is home for me. So I love that you've brought that to life. Also, I think the image that I gave you wasn't actually AI generated, by the way, because I saw a signature.
Cool.
So I looked at it properly. So if you wanted to show that, or
I could,
it's up to you.
Let me
Show it.
Let me hold. It'll take me a second to pull it up, but give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love this image you sent too. It's really beautiful. I wish that like from the signature I could I could like know the artist, but
See who it was. Yeah, it was. I found it on Pinterest, and unfortunately, it was like one of those weird accounts that just like post like a bunch of art that they just like. So no credits was found.
don't look at me.
Which at first I was like, oh, maybe it's AI. But then I actually looked at the image and I was like, no, actually, I don't think that is.
I noticed it too, and I was like, is that actually what we think it is, or maybe it isn't? But
Mm.
all right. It should be near the top because I named it BBB. It didn't.
BBB.
Hello. It didn't add. Why does this do this? God, D&D Beyond is so annoying. Oh, there it is. It didn't add it. It's alphabetical by if you capitalize the first letter. Look at it.
That's so weird.
Yeah, so this is
This is where he lives.
This is where he lives. This is what I tried to just describe with words.
Oh my god.
But it's so beautiful. I like really, really love it.
Beautiful. Mm.
I love it.
I love
Sorry.
this.
Now I'm just staring at it because it's so pretty. Anyway,
Yeah. So this is this is where
this
he
is where we
lives.
are. This is where we are. And here's the signature of the man. You can see it.
Down the bottom.
I'll put it here. Wonderful. We can have that up while we continue.
Yay!
Great. Let me go back to my guide here. Okay, beautiful. Great. Cool. Manaaki, you kind of make your way through the bit of a trek that it takes to get to Ulem's house. He lives a bit on like a edge of the village. Not that he lives isolated in any type of way, just because it is like especially in this forest, it's a bit of like safety in numbers type of thing. Anybody who lives extremely isolated like is just putting themselves in danger. So although he lives a bit farther away and a little bit outside of town, he's still within the village. Yeah, you are not really welcomed by people as you pass other homes. It's not like people are like, oh, hey, Manaaki, how are you? It's more of like they notice you, they feel the feelings they have about you, whether it's indifference, whether they don't like you, whether they're fine with you. No one's super ecstatic to see you. They kind of just like go about their day, giving you a bit of a side eye in most instances. But yeah, you just make your way along the long trek to Ulem's house. Going through this village, walking through where you live, unless it's night and no one's out, the village never fails to help you remember that you're like the sole drow in a village of extremely tight-knit orcs. This is exacerbated today, as it were, as there is a bit of a collection of young orcs playing around near one of like the landings that you have to pass in order to get to Ulem's house. And they're all kind of just playing in the mud, nothing crazy, but as they see you kind of walk past, they do all just kind of start to look at each other. They all like nod to each other and they pick up some mud and they start throwing it in your direction.
Aww.
Just give me a quick dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw as our boy.
A dex saving throw. Oh, I have a +2. Slay. Oh, 17.
Oh, easy enough. You not only are like, you know that this is where kids hang out, but you're a bit ready for it. Like you see them as you're walking up, you get the idea, like you just the vibe today is a bit off. And Manaaki's a bit ready. Like they start like looking at each other, you quicken your pace, and when they start throwing things, you just kind of sidestep like, whew, whew, whew. You don't get hit once, nothing hits you, and you see that they all are like, oh, fuck. And like, I don't know, you didn't do anything, you didn't fight back, unless you want to.
No, he's learned to just ignore it.
And that's what's beautiful. You know, I think like over time, these encounters have happened less and less because Manaaki, maybe at first when he was younger, had a tendency to lash out. But you've learned over time that like this is the reality of where you live, and like you have the people that you love, and like they hold you up, you know, more than anything else. And you also have the people that you have, including Ulem, and you're kind of making your way over there, and there's like one last bridge that you have to get to cross to Ulem's house. And as you're going across this bridge, I just was wondering if you could give me a quick investigation check as you start crossing this bridge and it doesn't feel quite right.
Oh, -1. Let's come on, 18
Come
at
on
least.
now. Let me go back to my page where we could see you. Wowie zowie. That's incredible. He investigates.
Yes! I'm so investigative.
You've crossed this bridge before. You know the path, and the minute your foot steps on the bridge, you get the idea that like something has happened and this bridge is not able to hold as much weight as it used to be able to. And like you quickly get across, get like no dexterity check needed because you understand what's happening, and you get to the end and you see what you think is happening. There's a bit of one of like the vines or the ropes that holds this bridge like to its anchor has been chewed on. With that incredible investigation check, you get the idea that it was probably chewed on by a rodent, an animal, perhaps maybe even, you guessed it, a squirrel.
Yeah.
And if you wouldn't have noticed, you wouldn't have thought that bridge might have fallen out from under you. And that's a long way down.
Jesus. He's trying to kill me. I'm gonna get his ass.
Anyway, you walk up to Ulem's house, and it is an incredibly tall building built into the side of a half-rotting tree. It's as if the house was built to replace the part of the tree that had rotted away, and now that it exists, the tree is able to live again due to this addition. A massive ramshackle front door hangs crooked on its hinges of the structure that is this single-story but hugely tall space that must be the inside of his house, which you have actually never seen. But lying outside in a makeshift lounge chair made of different pieces of wood, metal, materials, things like that, with some nice moss laid over top, sprawled out on this little lounge chair is an orc of massive stature, standing at just under 8 feet tall, so 7 feet 11 inches. He is currently just kind of like letting out this massive snore, and you just see this elderly orc just slumbering away, just just sleeping the morning away in his lounge chair. You get the idea that he was probably here all night, sleeping in this chair.
Yeah.
Love
that.
That's what you walk up to.
Okay. Right. So in Manaaki's head, I feel like their relationship is close enough that he can get away with being a little bit cheeky.
Absolutely.
So
everybody's a little bit cheeky in an orc village. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so like Ulem's been in his life since he was like since a little, so they're close, but like Ulem has never sought him out before. So I think in Manaaki's excitedness, he just goes up, he like runs up, and then he just like smacks his stomach just to wake him up, like Ulem, like this.
Yeah, when you smack his stomach, and like he's old, he's huge, he's strong, but it still is like a bit of a beer belly, and you get a like kind of like slap off of it, and you just see him like shoot up and go, "I'm looking for Manaaki, where's that boy?"
I'm like, it's face to face with him.
Yeah, and you're
like,
just...
I would say when he's like, shut up, I've like leant in.
And he's like, "Why are you so late?"
I didn't know you were looking for me.
That's not a good excuse.
Fair enough, but I'm here now.
Well, let me sit up. And he like pushes you away from him, and you see him like just like old man like up in his chair, and he like stands up, and every time he goes from sitting, laying to standing around you, it is the most harrowing experience because you think you're big. No, not compared to this guy. He is so disgustingly tall. At this current moment, he has like a club kind of like in his like just belt, and it's just like a bit of like a loincloth almost. Like he's not super clothed, he's not super crazy like about the way he looks. He's just like a crotchety old man that lives outside of this house.
Yeah.
And as
Love
he
that.
stands, he said, "I needed to let you know something.
All right. Yeah. What is it?
I have 2 gifts for you. And
Like, I think he dies on the inside a little bit.
yeah. And I will only give them to you if you beat me in a fight."
Okay, Manaaki has never felt like intimidated by a fight, probably ever, because of his parents and how strong they are and how he's always fought with them. So he's always so willing to fight. I'm gonna say he hesitates with this one because he understands the difference. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know Ulem. Ulem is, if we're talking in like D&D terms, like a definitely higher level fighter. He's not the type of fighter that you are. You know that he like has shown you in the past that he equips what I will say for those who are D&D who know subclasses of fighter, he's more of like a rune knight fighter, which also explains his huge like stature, just because those types of fighters like at some point do like grow, like get taller. D&D explained why he's huge is really what I'm saying.
Love that. Thank you. Yeah.
And you get the idea that like this man didn't like acquire this skill because he's like going off and adventuring. This man has lived so long and has just like lived in a village long enough that he has done enough things for people and fought like random things that have come into the village and done just like things that he has just like gained so much experience in the type of fighting that he probably knew when he was a child. He's tried to talk to you about his past, and it's extremely confusing for Manaaki to keep straight.
Yeah.
Probably because of the sheer like number of years like this orc has lived, much longer than like most orcs, you know. Though you're a drow, so you'll live way longer than any of them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, he kind of is standing there. He pulls the club out from his his like his part of his belt that he hasn't like
Loincloth
latched
thing.
into, and he just starts kind of like slapping it on his hand, you know, and he's like, "Well, do you want these gifts or not? They're over there." And he points to like the side of his house where he has propped up this very like was not made here stylized greatsword. And then sitting next to it on the ground, your attention is much more taken by a small nut. It's a tree nut larger than normal, like potentially like was like a bit of like a, like, you know, when things grow too big because they like have some like thing messed up about them.
Yeah,
it's like
abnormalities.
yes, it's like an abnormality, like an abnormal nut that's like really, really large, and the two halves of its shells are like different colors, and so like this dark brown and this light brown kind of mix together really beautifully, like as they like create the like not sphere, but like the like shape of the nut. It's a very beautiful, very special nut, and you are very excited. The greatsword is kind of like slightly rusted. There's like a crude mark stamped onto it. You're not really sure what that is, but you're really excited
It's
about
like
the
it looks
nut.
nice enough, but the nut, yeah. I'm excited about the nut. Jesus, I'm like so enwrapped with the way that when you describe things. I love you, Cass.
I love it.
Okay, so like I feel like when he's like asking and he's like every time he taps the club into his hand, like Willem was doing that, Manaaki like flinches just slightly. But the moment that his attention catches the nut, he like zeroes in and he's like, "Fight me!"
Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll roll initiative.
Of course.
But we're gonna take a break first. We're gonna do a break before we do the
Yes.
initiative.
I'm cold. I need to get my heater. So
Okay.
I was so yeah. Hang on. Let me do initiative. Hold on.
Okay.
Where's there we go.
Yeah,
Come on.
you roll your dice.
14.
14. Let me see. Let me just roll
Is he,
his
like-
so we know who goes first, because that's dramatic. Oh. He goes first.
Oh!
But we'll get to that after the break.
Okay. All right. I'm excited.
All right. We will see you all in probably like 5 minutes. We'll be back at the top of at the hour mark. So in about 9-ish minutes, we'll take a little bit longer of a break just so I can grab just some things for me, you know, so that I can make it through. I need caffeine. I need this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
But I love
Yes.
you. And
I will also make a coffee.
cool. We'll be back in just a little bit, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye.
Bye. Whoa. Whoa.
Hello, I have my hair up because it's too hot in my room, so you get to see Bangs Only cast for a little bit. Also, if the AC is loud, I apologize. I'll turn it off in a bit, but you know how you had to get a heater? I had to get an AC. I had to turn on my AC.
Yeah. Yeah, also I was worried that my cat was getting cold in the room.
Aww. Wait, which one is it?
Yeah, she's Bingsu.
Bingsu!
She's sat in front of the heater now. Yeah, so she was like, "Mother, I require to leave," and I was like, "No, you stay in here." And she was like, "Okay, I guess I'll make myself comfortable." And now she's like curled up in front of it. So
I love her.
I like our conversations. They're
Beautiful.
simple. Oh, can I say, just as a real quick short thing?
Of course.
Yesterday, we have a freelance developer that works with our company. I'll say his name. His name is James, because you
Okay.
will not know anything else about this man other than his cat's name, which will come. But he and I bond over our cats for one another. And then yesterday he was actually on site. And I didn't see him for the first half an hour because he was in desks that were like behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him and I was like, "Oh my god, James, I'm so sorry I didn't see you." I was like running flat out, and he's like, "That's okay." And I was like, "Do you want some Thai milk tea?" And he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm about to expand your world."
This person hadn't ever
my
had
dear-
Thai milk
dear
tea?
friend. He's never had a Thai milk tea, so I made him one. I made him a hot one. But as we're walking towards the kitchen, I said to him, "Oh, like I needed to take this little hot girl walk." And he was like, "Hot girl walk?" And I was like, "Do you not know what a hot girl walk is?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh my god." So I get to explain to this 30-something-year-old white man that's like the biggest nerd ever, which I love, right? Like,
Yeah.
I get to tell him what a hot girl walk is. And so I explained to him, and as we're walking down the stairs, I said, like, you don't have to be a hot girl or a girl or hot to take this walk. It's just for like your mental health, right? And then he goes downstairs with me, and then we run into one of our friends from the department, and he's like, "Just two hot girls," and he just like this. He does a peace sign, and I like lose my mind because I was like, "Yeah, I guess that's if you interpret it that way." And then I see a message that he sent in Teams, and I'm like, "Oh no!" Like James messaged me, like, "Did something happen?" Because it's my day off. He said, "FYI, tomorrow when you return, Freya, his cat, and I are going on mini hot girl walks and speaking affirmations to each other."
Oh my god, wait, what? That's a really cute, that's such a funny, wow, that's so cute! Wait, why'd your coworkers, none of my coworkers are that
Yeah.
funny, what the fuck?
I love him so, no, like, he is brilliant. He said something to me once because there was this person who had asked how to print a website to PDF, like how to save it as a PDF, because he needed to like see this, like, I don't know, like this weird legislation, and I was like, yeah, sure. So I showed him how to do it, and it was on Mac, and he just didn't know how to do it. And then he was like, I tried like 5 different times, and so I did it once and it worked. And I went back and I was like, might be taking your job soon, because I just taught a man how to print to PDF a website, and he sent me back the funniest thing ever. And he was like, you don't see people, houses, cats, you see lines of code, strings, patterns and websites printed to PDF. You are a master hacker. And so I took a screenshot of what he had said and I printed it out. And so now it's like stuck to my monitor at work. Like, so that that's my affirmation for the day. You are a master hacker.
Yeah. You are a master hacker.
I am master hacker. If you need help hacking into websites and printing them to PDF, I am master hacker.
Oh my god, that's actually incredible though.
Anyways, I love him. Thought I'd share that.
It was important. I needed it. That's so amazing. Stop. Never feel bad for sharing, because I literally love when you say anything ever. You're always like, I'm entranced when you describe things. I'm like, I'm entranced when you exist, honey.
Stop it right now. My husband's in the other room. He'll
So
be like,
so
what's
is
making
my
her giggle like that.
So is mine.
Yeah.
My husband's
Sorry,
watching this
sorry,
very stream right now.
Be prepared, because I might just.
That's why we're so far away from each other, like geologically, like it's required, or
Yeah.
like it wouldn't work out.
I don't know. It honestly wouldn't. Like, poor Mr. Honey and Rick would have to find each other and
Yeah.
like,
They'd
comfort one another.
Yeah, maybe they would just like be okay with each other though. Not like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the
Like their
gamers.
friendship. Their little
They can
gamer
hang
friendship.
out. Yeah, exactly. So it's a sharing situation. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm ready to continue.
Are you ready to continue with Manaaki?
Yes.
Our boy. Okay,
Let's
cool.
battle.
So we don't have a map or anything. It's just theater of the mind, because it's literally just the two of
Yes.
you standing in front of each other, smacking each other. As he kind of
Yes.
looks down at you with his club in his hand, he says, "You hit me 5 times before I knock you out and you win."
Oh God. Okay.
He says,
5 times.
"All right. Go!" And he smacks you across the head and he'll try to hit you. What's your armor?
Okay.
What's your armor class again
It's
now?
17.
Okay, well, I
17.
got a 22 to hit.
Oh my God. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so the first hit you take, minimum damage, which is 6 points of
Okay.
bludgeoning damage.
6 points. All right. Whoa, there we go. Down to 25 now.
Yep, and
from my
then-
tiny 31 health points.
And then he'll hit you another time and miss, because I got a 7 plus 5 is 12, so that'll miss.
my God.
But can I have a dex saving throw, please, since he did hit you once?
Dex. Okay. I got 22.
22. Beautiful. Easy enough. You see him go to like honk your nose, and you're just like, what the
Yeah, I got a nat 20 just now. So.
Thank you for the nat 20. Oh yes, we do have a counter that stays up forever and it never goes away. The nat 20s and the nat 1s that are rolled and all never change across every D&D on my channel forever, which I think is kind of fun.
I think that's hilarious, yeah.
Incredible. So great, yeah, nat 20, you just avoid him easily, and that's the end of his turn, and we're to your turn.
Okay, let's see. Attacks per action, 1. So all I can really do is just 1.
Yep.
I wish that I had action surge. Oh,
You
I
do.
Yes, I do. Yes, okay. I'm gonna hit with my great sword. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I got a 22.
22, that hits. Wow, that's just great. That's incredible.
All right. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of slashing. So
Okay.
that's 9 damage.
Oh shit, fuck. Sorry, let me get my piece of paper out. Where's my little notebook that I
Oh,
always
good.
use? It's gone. I have to use this other notebook. Good thing I have 30 notebooks everywhere, always. I love a notebook. Okay, sorry, you said how much?
It was 9 points of damage.
Okay, cool. Anything
Woo!
else?
And then I'm gonna action surge. And I'm
Gorgeous.
just gonna check that off as well. So I'm gonna roll the hit again,
Go for
which
it.
is now a 19. Does that hit?
Yes. He's not
Yay!
wearing
And then
armor. He's literally just bare based on his stats, like armor class.
6 damage. Okay,
Gorgeous.
good. I thought because he was so built, but you know what? You did say that he's like in a loincloth right now. So.
Yeah, his natural armor still may be pretty good. Like, you don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know.
It can't be that good.
I assume that he's just made out of stone, like.
period. Perfect. So that is the end of your turn.
That is 2 hits, so I just need to do 2 more.
Yep, that's 2 hits out of 5, so you just need to do 2 more before he knocks you out. But as
Oh.
it's his turn, yeah. As it's his turn again, he will hit you twice. Again.
Okay.
One of them is a 18.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that hits, and that is going to be another 6 points of damage on the first one.
Oh great, yes, love that for us.
The second one I rolled is a natural 20.
Oh. Is that 12 points of damage that you're gonna do to me?
It is going to be, well, you double the dice, you don't double the bonus, so actually it's only going to be 9 points of damage.
Great, I'm at 10 hit points.
Yep, I knew it would be pretty low. Great, and then can I have a dex saving throw?
I got a 19.
A 19. Okay, cool, perfect. He goes to, like, you see him, like, definitely try to pants you for a second,
Yeah.
and you just, like, are like, what? And then you go to hit him, I'm assuming, on your next turn since you're up.
Yeah, hold on a second. I've got 10 hit points. He took me down from 19.
You do have I did give you 2 regular healing
Potion of healing.
potions that you can take
Yeah,
as a bonus action. But you also have second wind,
Oh.
I think, still.
Oh, yes, okay. Oh, yeah, I'll do second wind. Jeez, I forgot about that.
Did you tell I learned
let's
your
start-
character a little bit better since the last time?
Yeah, actually, there is something that we need to discuss after the stream about my character.
Heard, understood.
Nothing major. It's just like a little thing, yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyways, yeah, I'll do that. So 1d10 plus 3 hit points. How do I roll for that?
How
do I do that?
It should
custom
be...
dice?
Wow, it really just doesn't give you the... That's annoying. Yes, so
Yeah.
you can just roll a d10 and then add 3 and then add that to your HP. That's wild, you can't... Like, it doesn't give you the option to roll that on
6,
D&D Beyond.
9. Yeah, I thought that was weird. So I'm gonna heal for 9 points. So we're back to my 19. And then I'm gonna hit with my great sword again. Actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna be so pissed off that I'm gonna punch him in the gut instead.
I love it.
I'm not going for damage here.
Yeah.
It's 14.
14, that's still gonna hit. It's so low. It's so natural. The way natural armor is, it's like 10 plus your dex. Like, it's nothing crazy.
Yes.
So cool.
Love. Okay. So you get 4 hits, 4 points of damage.
Okay, great.
I need to do 1 more hit, right, without passing out.
You did 3. You just did 3, and he said 5. So you have 2 more hits.
Oh, 5. 2 more.
Okay, perfect. It comes back around to his turn. With his first attack, he's gonna try to grapple you, actually, which takes one of his attacks.
Oh.
So it is a athletics check from you, and it's gonna be an athletics check from me as well. So it's like a contested check.
Oh, fuck. It's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay, cool. So I passed. So he rolls with it. He's gonna grab you, and like he's basically just gonna like hold you in a little noogie type position, like get your your head under his arm, and then he's gonna go to like bonk you on the head with his club because you're grappled. He has advantage, and I rolled a 5 and a 5 for a total of 10. So he literally, you know what, I'll even say, so I can't believe I missed with advantage. So he has you grappled for free. I'm not even gonna be a dick about it. For free, you just kind of swipe out of his arm as he tries to bonk you on the head. And it's your turn. What are we doing?
Woo! Okay. God, I wish that was like a kick action.
I mean, unarmed attack doesn't necessarily mean a punch.
Yes. Okay. Then I'm gonna unarmed attack his butt. Like I'm gonna assume that I like kind of got out from underneath and
Yes.
I'm behind him for like a brief second. And so I'm just gonna like kick him in the ass just to like also shove him away a little bit too.
Wonderful. Give me an attack roll.
All right. That is, fuck me, a 9.
A 9 to hit. So that is your first.
It's a 9.
That's your first miss. So you do kind of like
All right.
get around him. He gets the idea that that's the way you're going, and he steps back. As he
Okay.
kind of like steps away from you in preparation for his next attack, he does take a step out of your attack range. So go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I was gonna quickly try and take a potion of healing, but that's alright.
Oh,
I'll
you
just go
can
for it.
do that. That's okay. Go ahead. Go for it.
A 19!
Okay, cool.
And I'll heal. for a
Yeah,
bit.
go ahead and sorry. I got ahead of yourself. I was excited.
You're so fine. You're so fine.
You know how I get.
Okay. So, hang on. Quantity. Wait, healing. Oh wait, hang on. Whoopsie. I just wait. How do I consume?
You don't. So it's stupid. You just have to remove it from your inventory, and then you roll 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. 2d4. So I get 8 healing.
Cool.
Alright. And then I somehow managed to swing that back and then like get a unarmed attack for him.
Absolutely.
Well.
Cool. Yeah.
Is
and
it
you
unarmed? Yeah, at this point I've just been
you're
unarmed.
just gonna hit him
I
again.
really want it unarmed.
You missed the kick. You missed the kick with his butt, right? But you like chug the potion and then you just chuck the bottle at him and it like conks him over the head.
Yes!
Beautiful. And does another 4 damage. That's incredible. And as he kind of like backs up, he's gonna run at you and try to like tackle you to the ground. We'll do another contested athletics check.
Okay. I hope you roll a 2.
I hope I do too. No, actually, I hope I win.
17!
I got a 6! Fuck. Okay, so he goes to tackle you, and you just like kind of like, you know how like you do with like when someone's like fighting bulls and like they just step step out of the way. You step out of the way, and as he like catches himself, he brings another arm back around with his second attack to hit you. And he's gonna roll, because he gets 2 attacks. The tackle was 1 attack, and this is the next one. And that is gonna be a total of 16 to hit.
He doesn't hit.
Oh, what's your armor class, 17?
It's 17!
Okay, cool. Okay, sweet. So that's the end of his turn, so now it's your turn again. He's like right there in front of you, has just swung at you wildly.
He just swung at me wildly? Okay, okay.
And you've done 4 out of 5. You've done 4 out of 5 hits.
I was gonna say, did the bottle throw count as a hit? All
absolutely.
Right, great. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna try and tackle him. Can I try and tackle him?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Like Naka said, we're doing it's strength versus strength or dex, but I know both your strength is better than your dex, which is why I'm asking you for athletics. Like, the rules are the rules, but I understand what we're doing, and it's fun to go fast. So you can go ahead and try to tackle him. So you would do the same athletics check that you've been doing.
Whoop! And that's it's a 23.
Okay. Come on. I would have to have a plus 13. It's lower than yours. Okay, cool. So you like tackle him to the ground. That's your entire action.
Yes.
But I guess you technically hit him, right? I don't know. Would you count this as your 5th hit?
Yeah, like when I hit him into the ground, like I've tackled him, and yeah.
Okay, cool. You've tackled him into the ground. Let's just, so you've got your 5 hits, right? But at this point, he's a bit too far along. He's a little frustrated. He's gonna try to hit you. He's gonna try to hit you too with his next 2 attacks.
I'm still on him.
You're still on him. You're still on him. So he's prone. He's prone at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him disadvantage. So disadvantage rolled a 2, so he misses. He's just now like trying to punch you as you're on top of him. He misses his first hit, goes again for the second, yet again, misses again. And if you want, you have like one last chance to like bop him on the head if you want.
Okay, I'm going to like smack my head into his head as I'm like holding his hands back. So I just go douche.
Absolutely, 100%. Give me just roll attack with advantage and just see what we get. We gotta know.
It's going to be a 22.
Yes, easy enough. Yeah, you just like bring your head back and just stonk. Like he's just like bam, and you just see him like dazed. Like there's not he's an old man. He spaces out a lot, but never in a moment like this have you ever seen him just like go, like you almost see the birds like twirling around his head as you like get up off of him, and he's like, oh. Okay. That I was expecting to win and graciously give you the prizes anyway. But fuck.
Manaki's probably just got like this like giant like red spot, or like as close to red as he can get on his like dark like blue drow skin.
Yeah, it's like
And he's
purple.
just,
It's like purple, like right there.
And he's just kind of like, his eyes are slightly crossed, and he's like, I ate the nut.
And as you stand up and like you gather yourself, he does kind of like come over and like pat you on the shoulder, like the way that like, you know, really strong kind of, no offense, toxic men like pat each other on the shoulders. It's one of those like, good job, Sonny.
Yeah. Good game. I'll take that. Yeah.
You got me this time. It was luck. I'll get you next time. And he like gestures over to where the prizes, or to where his gifts are. Well,
Okay.
except now it's only one gift. You see the sword propped up against the house, but the nut. Where is the nut? Give me a quick perception check.
I know exactly where that fucking nut went. Manaaki does it though, with a 6.
The Manaaki. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. I had a safety because he has perception too. Oh, he's good. Okay, so there's no nut on the ground. He's like, what? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? And he like looks around, and he sees it's like on a landing across from you, but for you to get there, you have to like cross like 3 bridges, right? But you just see on like the edge of a tree, like pretty, not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's closer to you, but you have to take a long path to get there because of the way the bridges are set up. You see Turd, fat, pudgy little boy, staring down at you. He has the nut in his hand, like it's kind of big for him, and he's just like staring down, and you hear his chitters echo across like the ravine, and you just see him go, "Ow," and he puts it, and you see it like in his cheek, like kind of chipmunk style, even though he's a squirrel, and you just see him start to turn and run, but every little bit he starts looking over his shoulder. Are you following him?
No, I want to, but I don't want to take that long. I don't want to take the bridges. Is there any other way? Can I like look around and see if there's any other kind of path that I could take potentially?
You look over to Ulam, right? And he says,
Yeah.
"You want me to throw you over there?"
Yes, I want you to throw me over there.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Yes.
So, you see,
I don't
like,
trust the bridge was from
this
earlier. Yeah.
huge man. And I'm still gonna roll for him. He could not make it.
Uppies.
But he does, he, like, definitely gives you, like, uppies. And, like, he, like, is, like, ready to, like, shoot you. Like, you use your legs, he uses his arms to, like, basically, like, mega jump you across this ravine.
Yes!
I'll have you roll me an athletics check, and I will roll an athletics check as well. I hope I don't roll bad. Like I rolled 17. For every athletics check when I was against you.
Come on, 20.
It was almost a 1, and then it was a 19. So like plus a million. So
yeah.
With your 17 and with his 19, you just get launched over this ravine.
Yes.
And you're like, it's like, boo, 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 boo. Yeah, it's like definitely like Manaki's like sun shining behind him, like flying through the air, like hair blowing through the wind moment. And you just catch yourself on the very edge of like where there is something to grab. And it takes a second to like
winded, but still there.
Exactly. It like takes a second to pull yourself up, and like give me a perception check as you kind of come up over this bit of a landing.
I got a 10.
10, absolutely. It takes you a second. You're like winded. You can't believe you just fucking made that. And also, your head's still a little spinning because you just did a bunch of combat, right?
Yeah.
And you like kind of like look around. You like are like you get up, and just on the edge of your vision, you can run. You can chase him. You think you can catch him maybe, but it might be a bit of a let's see how the dice roll type of thing as he's rolling. Or as he's running, sprinting away from you. So basically what is going to happen in this scene is we're running through like this terrain, which we have on the screen, so it's a lot easier for everyone to understand, where we're not going to go through every step, we're not going to go through every jump, we're just going to do just like a basic, first of all, we're going to do like a survival check to like keep track of Turd as we're like running to catch this squirrel.
Yeah.
So we'll do a few different checks, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay, so in that case,
yeah,
can I? It's so stupid.
It's not stupid. I love your ideas when you do stuff.
Okay, would you say, because like I have a backpack in my inventory, right?
Absolutely.
Would you say that I have access to the items in that backpack?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Can I grab out the torch real quick and just fucking pelt it at Turd?
Yeah.
I'm willing to take the disadvantage on that roll because I'm dizzy, but like,
yeah,
I just want to grab anything and just try and fucking send him out of that tree or whatever.
Give me a attack roll at disadvantage. I'm gonna say you can just use like an improvised weapon type of situation, which I think can use either your strength or dex. I'm not gonna really quote myself on that, so just go ahead and roll a d20 and then we'll add 5. We'll do +3 and then plus your proficiency, because why not?
Okay.
You're good at throwing things.
D20. Okay. So that's a 15 plus 5, so 20.
So 20.
Oh, that's disadvantage, right?
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
let me
do it
roll
one more
again.
time, sorry.
Oh, fuck, so it's 5. So it's 10.
Okay, cool. So 10, but 10.
Yeah.
You get pretty close. Yeah, the other thing about it, sorry, I'm fixing my hair so I can't hear you for a second. Do you light it before you throw it?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So you just kind of like take out this
he's
like
not that insane.
stick with some cloth wrapped around the edge that's like soaked in oil or whatever, and you just like chuck it with all your might, and like it does like tum 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 tum, just like at the base of the tree that like this squirrel is kind of standing over. And you kind of like, did the squirrel just laugh at you? Like, you see, like, sometimes it chitters, but, like, you've never seen its shoulders literally, like, ha, ha, ha. Like, you know what I'm saying? You've never hear its squeaks be quite, like, wee, wee, wee.
He brings out his crossbow.
Breaks out your crossbow.
He aims.
Far too far away, even for the disadvantage distance of your bow. You think, like, at this point,
so he's
it's
out
like...
of 80?
Yeah. Like, you think it's, like, sprint and try to catch him. Like, that's the goal. Like, that's what you think you gotta do.
He's sprinting then.
Okay, great.
He's running after.
We'll do a couple of checks here. First of all, we'll do that survival check that I mentioned. And if you fail one of them, it's not like you're gonna fail everything. That's why we're doing multiple checks to kind of like see where they all culminate.
I got a 9.
Okay, that's still pretty average in terms of a dice of what you can roll on a dice, so don't freak out. So we get a 9 for survival.
Okay.
I'm also just gonna do a quick athletics check as well, just because you are like sprinting, running.
I got a 13.
A 13. Okay, great. And then, just as we're also running, just throw in an Arcana check for me as well, actually.
Alright. A -1. I got a 16.
Whoa, that's pretty
yet.
good. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So great. Yeah, plenty above 10 on average, which is really...
woo woo!
what I was looking for. So as you're running, there's you're able to keep him just on the on the edge of your vision. He's fast for a squirrel. How is he this fast? Is kind of he's a fat squirrel, but he's kind of fast. You also have some other things that you're noticing as you're kind of making this run. You're noticing, first of all, that like although it's mid-morning to noon at this point, it is getting dark.
Okay.
And it's getting dark fast. Like, time is passing.
Oh.
Give me a quick Constitution saving throw, kind of as we're running.
Constitution saving throw. I got 24.
24? Ooh. So you pass. As time, you get the idea, especially with your higher arcana check, somehow like time is moving more quickly than it should be. And you find a bit of a way to kind of like tap into that. Maybe not like the magic of it or the arcana. We know Manaaki isn't like super magically inclined, but he is really inclined with nature and just kind of with like the space around him. You're able to kind of like tap into that. And you get the benefit of a short rest.
Yeah. Oh my god, thank god. How do I do that again?
Yeah, so so when you hit at the very top, up along the line where it says like Young Manaaki on that like plane,
I see it.
there's a short rest button. And then you can auto click all of your hit die. I would recommend just doing all of them so to gain as much hit points back as you can.
Okay. Sorry, it booted me out of the campaign. It was said, whoops, we rolled a 1 on our API check. We're heading into town to visit the blacksmith for repairs. Try it again after a short rest.
Yeah, you could just refresh the page. It normally fixes that.
Okay. Alright. And there's a little beholder staring at me, laughing.
Just like the turd.
Okay, short rest. Alright, so it says, automatically apply healing with dice result or reset maximum hit point during this rest.
You could check, yes. The answer is yes to either of those. That's fine.
I'll do reset maximum hit points. Wait, but there's fighter hit die 1d10 plus 3 total.
Oh,
3.
you're on the
What is
wrong
that?
Manaaki.
That's young Manaaki.
Oh, wait, why does it? Oh,
yeah.
Checkmark all of those 3 boxes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then the one that says like apply hit dice to like apply them, you can check mark that one too, because then it'll auto do it for you. And then you can hit the button that says like short rest.
Okay. My hit points hasn't had anything change. It's still 27.
Yeah, because you were at 10 before, right?
No, I was at 20. No, I was at 19.
Right. So
then it is 27.
Then it is. I think it might have like applied the hit dice the first time you short rested when it like said it errored out.
Oh, interesting.
But do you have your second wind and your?
Yes. Yeah, and my action surge. Yeah, I do have this.
Okay,
one. Yeah,
great,
okay,
perfect.
then it worked.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Great. Cool. The other thing that's kind of happening as you're running is you do kind of like get like this kind of like light that's coming from around you with like blues and purples and pinks. And as you're kind of running, you're realizing that there's like bioluminescent mushrooms here. You've never seen that here. You've never seen that here before, ever. This is not something that's like native to where you're from. And in fact, Manaaki doesn't really quite know where they're really native to in general. You're very accustomed to the world, like the place that's here. You're not very accustomed to like other places' fauna or like nature, though you are really in tune with nature inherently. And as you're kind of running and like this change is kind of sort of happening in the world around you, you kind of come to a bit of a larger area, a kind of clearing in terms of how the canopies in this particular area all meet on like the same plane. Let me show you via a map, shall I?
A map! Oh yes! Our first map.
I'm the map. There we go. Okay.
Cute! Aww!
So you kind of come here. Everything that's tree is like something you can walk on. However, everything that is like between the trees, so like that darker green you see in between, that would be like places you can't walk because you would be falling hundreds of feet.
Okay.
You also do notice something as you come into this space. Give me just a quick perception check to see how much detail of this you notice. You notice that it's happening inherently as you walk in.
I rolled a 18.
Woo, you see it all, baby. Okay, cool. So you see, as you come into the clearing, you see the trunk of the largest tree across from you. So you can see Turd. I put Turd on the map. Can you see them?
Is that a rat?
It is, because there's not. I was lazy and I didn't want to put a squirrel in, so they're all. No,
you're fine. No, he may as well be a rat.
Period.
He may as well.
Also, I don't like the tiny things, because the tokens are so fucking small. I'm like, what the hell? So I just picked something that was medium. Anyway,
that's okay.
So you see Turd kind of at the base of this tree, and he is kind of looking up at the tree, and you can't quite see where he is looking up at, since he is kind of facing you a bit, and what he is looking at is facing away from you. Facing, like, the tree kind of morphs, and, like, you see the back of it kind of expand. And you get the idea, based on the light that emerges from where the rat, or I called it a rat now, of where the squirrel is looking up at the tree, that, like, maybe something like a light is coming from inside the tree as you see it kind of open up. Though you can't see inside of the tree. You see the squirrel, Turd, look up expectantly at the tree, and from the opening, a breeze almost blows Turd away, but he kind of holds on to the ground suddenly as this, like, air exits from this opening in the tree.
Okay.
And you see this, like, wind kind of envelop him, and his entire being kind of starts to hum with this arcane energy. You quickly see, before you can do much, this tree kind of close back up, the light kind of dims, but Turd kind of vibrates, intensifies, and duplicates emerge and expand across the space of the squirrel. They all look to you and give you a sadistic, large smile, and they all say within unison, though you can tell that there's, like, the one that's farthest away from you may be, like, the original, the OG, though all of these are, like, little versions of himself that kind of arcanely hum as well. You hear them all say within unison in multiple voices,
"Now I finally have the power to do more than just steal your nuts. Why don't I try cracking you open?"
And we'll roll initiative.
Wait, hang on, real quick. Can we just clarify? Did I end up stealing that? Well, not stealing, but taking the sword before I got yeeted across the chasm?
You do have the sword, and as you were running, also, like, he, like, gives you the sword, and as he hands it to you, I forgot to say this, he's like, "This is my special sword. This insignia, I stamped on it myself." And it, like, the little crude part of it that looks a lot different was definitely him just, like, pouring hot metal and trying to stamp something onto it and completely just, like, failing. But it is a +1 greatsword. So you can add that to your inventory and equip it, or I can do that for you.
Can you please do that?
Yeah, I will do that for you.
I will mess up.
No, that's okay. I was pretty sure that was going to be the case, and I didn't mind at all, because I
Thank you.
love you.
Like, I have come prepared.
Okay. Add to equipment. Equip it. Refresh. Go ahead and refresh your page for your character sheet, and it should be already in there. Also, this greatsword, I'll add it to your actual Manaaki inventory, because now Manaaki will also canonically have this sword as well.
Yay! Okay, I do have it. Lovely. Love that.
Cool.
Okay, initiative time.
Initiative time with the squirrels, and I also will update the map with the squirrel duplicates.
18.
There's a squirrel duplicate. Oh, they're all open. They're all out. I did that already. So you can see where all of them are. You got an 18, cool, and I've
been getting a lot of 18s.
Interesting.
It's my lucky number today.
Well, I did say he was above the age of 18. The game really was like, she's focused on that he's of age. Okay, perfect. Let me write. Okay, so you're first, so you take the stage.
Yes. Okay, real quick as well, just for you, my dear. Hydrate check.
Oh yeah, let me drink a bunch of water. Thank you. I could feel my throat needing that too. Thank you. You're so sweet to me. Oh, Meru, no, you're a legend. That's so nice.
So I have 30 feet of movement, but they're all kind of far away.
Yep, they're a bit far.
What is the closest one to me? Turd 4 or turd 2?
It looks like maybe turd 2.
Yeah. Okay.
15. It looks like you would probably have to dash to get to any of them. Oh, I'm doing this on the wrong map. I have a map up on my laptop and I have the map up on my computer, so like you can do but the frustrating part is you can't just like go straight there since there is like a gap. You could jump, I guess. Technically it's not that far of a jump.
That was what I was thinking about doing. I might jump to turd, but how would I go about doing that? Because I know that jumps are different.
So you can jump.
D&D.
You can jump as far as you can. You can jump the gap. I know based on the rules that you can jump the gap, and the amount you move is just the amount you move. How you would normally do it. So you'd be going like 5, 10, 15. Then we do like 20. We do like a 10-foot jump, and it would get you here to the end of your movement. But you can dash if you want to. Or you could just like do something from here with your action. But that's where your movement would get you.
Ooh. I'm not worried about them like pushing me off into the edge too much because they are so tiny.
Yeah, they're just squirrels.
Yeah. I might use my crossbow then.
Okay.
And I'll hit turd number 2.
Alright, hit turd 2. Let me go to the stat block, baby.
Oh, fuck me. I got a nat 1.
I
got a nat 1.
Not the nat 1.
Disregard. I take back out my sword in preparation for the next turn.
Beautiful, beautiful. Great. You take it. Wait, you shot with your crossbow, right?
I shot with my crossbow. I missed because I got a nat 1.
Beautiful.
Thank you for the exclamation mark nat 1.
Yeah, truly, true. It hurts when you see it too. The nat 20 makes you feel so good, and then the nat 1, you're like, oh, fuck you, nat 1.
That's the lowest of the lows. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely shoot for turd 2, and turd 2 is too busy jumping out of the tree, and your shot just goes far too wide. You don't really expect where he's going when you take your shot, and you do miss. That is your action and your movement. I don't think you have anything for bonus action, but I would be sad if I didn't
I do have
ask.
action surge, but I'm not going to use it.
Great, perfect. So that is the end of your turn, and it is their turn. So we are gonna go, this one's gonna go 5, 10, and get right up in your face. This one's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll do 5, 10, 15, 20, and then he'll climb up in the tree, and you don't see him anymore. And then this one's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Jesus Christ, he can walk.
Hey, they're fast. They're little guys. 30, 60. How far away are you? Okay. So he is with disadvantage going to just like squeeze himself, poop out a turd, pick it up with his arm, and throw it at you.
And disgusting.
And I rolled a 2, so it's gonna miss. It like goes wide, and just like it goes over the edge, and you hear like a few seconds later just like it hit the ground. Yeah.
As he does that, Manaaki's gonna look at that turd, and then he's gonna laugh like he he laughs at me early.
And you just see him like his eyebrows furrow much more than like naturally it should occur on a squirrel's face. And you just hear him say,
"Oh, I'll get you for that."
and the turd 2 next to you is gonna hit you.
Okay.
And that is gonna be a 20 total.
Okay, he hits.
And
what the fuck?
is gonna be 3 points of damage.
What? Okay. All right. Done.
And that is the end of... Oh, sorry, wait, this one's going to dash. I moved him, but I didn't dash him. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20. He's just going to be like backup. Okay, cool. And everyone is where I want them to be, and that's the end of their turn, so we're back to you.
All right, Manaaki is gonna go 1, 2, so that he's on this side of turn 2.
Okay.
And he is going to kick turn 2, and I'm aiming for like this square over here.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna do a
So
shove.
he just drops down into the abyss.
Okay, cool. With your action,
shove.
give me an athletics check.
Whoa.
And this is where it becomes
I got
very
a 13.
relevant that I can use acrobatics and not strength against your check. So you got a 13?
Yes.
I got... What's your acrobatics? I got a 14.
Fuck.
So you go to push him, and he just, like, you go... What, you said you kick him? Sorry.
Yeah.
You go to, like, punt him off the edge. Are you going to do anything with your bonus action, by the way, before I describe this?
I will. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna action surge.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you go to kick him, and he just, like, latches onto your foot.
He latches onto my foot. This fucker.
It's easy enough to, like,
okay,
shake
well,
him off if you want to, like, shake him off and then, like, bonk him on the head or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I'll shake him off. With like, yeah, I action surge. I shake him off a bit, and then using my greatsword +1. Whoa.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a hit, which is a 17.
Definitely hits.
Okay, thank God. I'm just not sure with these fuckers.
I know.
These stupid squirrels. And then I rolled a 12 damage.
12. Holy shit. How many hit points do they have? What did I say?
Please die.
Okay, great. So you like, he like grabs onto your foot. You see, like you shake him off, and he's feeling very clever about himself. He was about to get punted off the edge, and he did it. He saved himself by just grabbing onto your foot instead of like taking the momentum. And as he's standing there very proud, you just bring your greatsword on top of him, and you just like, not even using the slashing end, just using the flat, blunt end, just bring it on top of him and just flatten him under your sword. And as you kind of
Jesus.
like, as you like lift it up, it's just, you realize it's just been like a poof of like some like energy, art, like magic.
Yes!
You're a bit confused, Manaaki is. You're like, what the fuck just happened to this squirrel?
Okay.
But squirrel one, gone.
Squirrel 1 gone.
Well, technically it's turd two, gone.
Yeah, turd 2 is now gone. Okay, so I still have some movement.
Yes, you
Can
do.
I take that?
Absolutely you can.
Okay, cool. I think that I have enough movement to go right up next to turd 4.
Beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, that's
cool.
all I want to do. That's the end of my turn.
Cool. The end of your turn. Turd 4, easy enough, is just going to give you a bite.
Bye.
And I got a 17 to hit.
That hits. God damn.
Shucks. I will roll my die. That is 4 points of damage.
Okay, done.
The this turd is gonna do the same thing he did last turn. And I will roll a d6. Okay, nothing happens. So he will roll to hit you, and that is gonna be a 8. So that's gonna miss. With the turd, he turds again. The same process basically happens all over again.
I look and I laugh at him again.
You can. He's just like he's just not even talking anymore. He's just like so angry that he's just like mumbling nonsense.
Manaaki was so. You missed me, you fucker.
And then. Can I do? I'm gonna do. You feel from behind a splat on the back of your head and a conk. It reminds you of maybe when you were even dropped on your head as a child. But you do look up behind you, and you see standing in the tree canopy about here is Turd 3, who has just hit you with one of his poo nuggets, and you take 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage? Jesus, okay.
It's a powerful turd.
Yeah. Would you say that the squirrel was behind total cover when it was up in the canopy?
Yeah,
Because
it was
it's,
like
leaves and stuff.
yeah, it was like completely hidden from you. He
okay.
did like a stealth check
cool.
last roll, which beat your passive perception.
Okay.
So he had like advantage. It's like basically how like rogues get sneak attack and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that is the end of their turn. You know where he is. He doesn't have any ability to like hide again or anything like that. So that is the end of his turn, and we are to your turn. He is about 10 feet up. I'll put a little bit of a blue border around him, that he's a little bit higher up than the rest.
But I can still see him.
You can still see him. You have the turd in front of you, the turd behind you, and then the turd on the bridge.
All right, so I'm going to second wind. And let me do that in here. So a D10 plus a 3. So that is a 11. So I heal for 11 hit points. I'm now at 26, thank God. I'm not underestimating them. That's just not going to happen. I am going to grab turd 4 and pelt him at turd 3.
I knew you were gonna do this. I wrote rules for when you inevitably threw one of them. I literally knew it was coming.
I always throw people in all of my fights. I try to throw at least one person. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, cool. Wow, the fact I first saw this coming, I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you go to pick one up. You go to pick up turd 4. It's gonna be the same thing as like a grapple, but I will, because I love you, let you throw him as the same part of your action, even though like in theory you'd grapple and then the next turn you'd throw. It's so much more fun if you get to do it all in one turn. So we're just gonna
Thank you.
we're bending the rules a bit. I know this isn't real actual like D&D 5e rules, but fuck it. It's so much more fun this way.
Yeah.
So give me
squirrels, all right?
Exactly. So is that your athletics check?
Yeah, that was a 12.
Okay. The acrobatics check. I literally rolled a nat 1. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. You pick him up. You turn to turd 3, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And you throw turd 4 at turd 3. Give me an attack roll.
Yes. My attack roll is at like unarmed strike.
You could go ahead and do a dexterity check, and then we'll do the same thing we did last time where we added 5.
Dexterity.
It'll be like the one at the top, not the saving throw one.
Yeah, okay. So 10, so 15.
So 15, and that hits.
Please tell me it does damage of some kind.
Absolutely it does.
That would be awesome.
Roll me a D4.
A D4.
And we'll add your strength, because that's fun.
Okay. So my strength is a +3. Okay. So, all right. Okay. A 5.
5. Okay, beautiful. 5 total.
I got that one.
One. Well, 1 on a 4 is a 25% chance, so it's, you know.
It's not as cruel, yeah.
Truly it's not as cruel. Great. So you definitely see them like collide into each other. Turd 3 like, and turd 4 like falls down back on the ground, prone, we'll say. So I'll put a little red ring around him that he's prone. And like you do see like turd 3 up on the trees, like a bit staggered. Are we moving anywhere for Manaaki on his turn?
So is turd 3 still in the tree?
Turd 3
I didn't
is
knock him
still
out.
in the tree. You did not knock him out of the tree.
Okay. I'm going to move Manaaki because he's prone, so he can't take an attack of opportunity.
He can. It's just at disadvantage.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'll go 1, 2, and then 3.
With disadvantage, I got... What's supposed to hit? I don't remember. I got a 15, so miss.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes, and that's my turn.
Great, that is your turn.
I don't think I can do anything else. Yes.
So he will take half of his movement to stand up and then use the rest of his movement to go 5, 10, 15 to get behind you. Turd 3 will climb down out of the tree and be here to be flanking you, so they have advantage.
Yeah.
While Turd is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here and throw another turd at you. So Turd's going to throw a turd first. And that's going to be 14 to hit, so I think that misses.
That misses, yeah.
And then Turd 3 and Turd 4 are both going to bite you with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one is going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And that's going to be 3 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
And then the second one is going to be a... Nope, sorry, math is hard. 17 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
And then that one is only going to be 2 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, my body.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is the end of all of their turns, and you're just kind of surrounded by Turd. What are we doing?
Great. With Turd... Oh. I'm going to take the attacks of opportunity, and I'm gonna go straight to the OG Turd. I'm
love
just gonna run right up to him.
Okay, perfect.
So go for it. Hit me.
I got a 15 and a 17. So one misses, one hits.
All right, so 17. Yeah,
2 points.
2 points. All right, cool. With my great sword, I'm going to attack Turd,
Okay.
the original. So that is a, what is that? 17.
17. That hits.
Okay, and then with my slashing damage, I make 11 points of damage.
Holy hilly. Okay, cool. 11. You like give him a swipe, and like you get the idea that like there's definitely something altering him arcanely. And like you see him and it hits him and it draws blood and it does hurt him.
Yeah.
But not as much as like you think it should hit a squirrel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's still taking damage. He's still
a
taking the
big
damage.
sword.
He's just like, how is he taking this much damage as a fucking squirrel? You know?
Right. Okay.
So that's your attack.
Sure.
Anything else?
So with my bonus action, I'm going to drink my final healing potion.
Okay. Gorgeous.
So let me remove that. And then what was it again? It's a
2d4 plus 2.
2d4
When you say
plus 2.
when you say 2d,
So that's
it
10.
sounds like toots. Anyway, 10. Yeah, so add 10. Sorry, add 10 to your hit points. Just me talking about toots over here.
All right, cool. Yeah, go for it. Now I'm done.
Gorgeous. Perfect. So that's
Full
the
still
end of your turn, and it's their turn again. Turd 4 is going to come on over here. And we're going to do the same thing we did last time. Just move around who's doing what. Turd 3 is going to throw a turd at you, and it's an 11 to hit, so that will miss.
Yeah.
Turd 4 is going to hit you with a 21 to hit.
Jesus. Okay.
That's
yes.
4 points of damage.
Whoa, buddy.
Turd will also hit you, and that is going to be a dirty 20.
Ew. All right.
For 6 points of damage.
6?
Turd's bite seems to hurt more than his duplicates.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is the end of all of their turns yet again, and we're back to you.
Okay, so I attack Turd with my greatsword.
Okay.
I love being a fighter. I have not many things I can do.
Hey, sometimes it's how you gotta be, you know?
That's a 16.
16, absolutely. That definitely hits.
All right, and then I rolled a 13 for damage.
13, okay, absolutely. So as you kind of bring your sword down onto Turd, it's definitely like, and like you definitely like there's like a resonate, like a explosion of sound, like kind of like a sonic boom. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. When you hit down on him. And it's like this wave of energy. If you were more arcanely inspired, you would probably get the idea that it's arcane. But for you, it just feels like this wave of power just hitting you.
Okay.
And then it slowly just like fades back away. You turn around, turd 3, gone. Turd 4, gone. There's a bit of like essence left over. And you see the squirrel in front of you, battered, beaten, and you just see him go, "Hur!" And you just see out of his cheek just plops out this nut. He didn't throw up or anything. He just spat out this nut. Yeah, just bled out this nut that's now sitting in front of you. And he looks up at you, horrified, and just tries to scamper away. You have one chance. Give me, first of all, sorry, before you make this decision, give me a insight or arcana check, whichever one you would like. I know they're probably either not great, but 7. 7, you still get the idea that, like, baseline, you could have rolled a 1 and understood that whatever was giving Turd this power is gone.
Okay.
From him. But other than that...
Okay, so he's just a squirrel now.
Yeah. He's still Turd.
Okay.
But he's a squirrel. Just a squirrel.
Okay.
And as he tries to scamper away, what does Manaaki do?
My immediate thought was to pick up the nut and, like, pelt it at him.
You can do that if you want.
Like that powerful nut that I just saw.
Yeah.
I want to do that so badly.
Absolutely, yeah. You pick up the nut and you throw it at him. Give me a just go ahead and do like a strength check, and then we'll add your proficiency. Or sorry, a d20, and we'll add your strength and your proficiency.
Oh, a d20 then? Okay, hold on.
So plus
D20.
5, whatever you roll on a d20.
Okay, so I got a 13, I think.
13. It's still a squirrel. A regular squirrel doesn't have a very high armor class. So you take this nut. Do you intend this to be a killing blow?
I think I would let you decide that, because I think that Manaaki's just like, fuck you, and he just like pelts it, and he's not thinking about the consequences.
You take this nut and you throw it as hard as you can at this squirrel out of frustration.
Yeah.
You're just so frustrated. This squirrel has stolen so much from you. It has tormented you your entire life. And as it's kind of running away, right, it gets like, let's say like up to one of the bridges. You throw your nut at it and it just hits it straight on the head, and you just see him freeze and fall.
Like off the side, like Simba, like.
It's more just like he rolls over, like back up, like face looking up, like at the trees above him, just like.
Oh. I'm listening to the saddest music right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Manaaki like walks over towards like Turd's body, which is slowly draining of life.
Absolutely.
Picks up the nut, and then just goes like, just like looks at him. He kind of respects him a little bit because of how intense that battle was.
Mm-hmm.
But like, he kind of just kicks Turd off into the side of the chasm.
Yeah, absolutely. So you just so cold. In this moment, you're taking after your moms. They would never take this shit from a fucking squirrel. And you finally got the fucking best of him. And you just kick his body, and he just silently falls. And underneath where these trees are, there is just like this bit of a rushing river that's kind of letting this mist up, and you just see him kind of fall into the mist. The last thing, his little clawed hand just disappears into the mist as he falls down. And give me a quick perception check as you kind of look around to the trees around you.
I got And 11.
And 11. So Turd is gone. Let me delete him from the map. First
Turd.
and foremost, you do like see that this tree over here
Yeah.
is pretty much the same as where you left it. Maybe there might be something if you go up to it and investigate. You'll get that enough with your
I will.
perception check. But you also, with your perception check, maybe as you're kind of making your way over there, you do get the idea that there is like an audience that had kind of gathered while this was happening. Squirrels of different colors, ages, sizes, and shapes are all just looking on, have watched this battle, and have watched this final moment of you taking this nut and pelting it at their elder's head and kick him off the side of this ledge.
Okay.
And as they all like kind of watch this moment, you look around and you look up, there is like this sort of like sadness that like you just kind of like feel looming over, and you just see all of these squirrels like look at you. They remember you, and they all kind of start to trickle away little by little as like you continue in this space. And that's what you get. Yeah.
Oh god. All right, so much like to scare off birds, you would make like a big flappy kind of, stomp towards them kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Manaaki just kind of, once he gets over to like this part, so like not on the bridge, he's not that stupid. He just kind of like stomps his foot down and he just goes like this to try and like get everyone to like fuck off, like all the squirrels to like leave.
And like,
away.
Especially like the smaller squirrels, like a couple of them like fall from a branch and catch themselves on another one. They're so scared and like they jolt so hard when you do this.
Yeah.
And they all, there's not a single brave one in the group. They all scatter as like faster than you've ever seen animals run away. And you're kind of left in like this silence of this like forest area here. And as you kind of approach this tree, I'll just have you give me an investigation check.
Okay. Okay, that's a -1 on mine, but sure. God. I got a 9.
A 9. You don't see much. You see a lot of like, the tree was altered, but it's still a tree. It's still living. It's still fine. There's not much here really that you can kind of glean much off of. But what you do find is a single scale. Give me a nature check.
Oh. Nature. -1 as well. Let's go, baby. We got a 14.
Something in you is connected to this, recognizes this. And you're not really sure why.
Okay.
You've heard stories of them. Everyone has heard stories of dragons. But you're not sure what kind of dragon, but it's a bit of an opalescent, clear almost, dragon scale.
Oh, cool.
And that's where we'll end it for today.
Oh my god!
You also have that dragon scale in your inventory as of right now as Manaaki in the real
Yay!
world.
Yay! Oh my god. Let's turn it into a necklace. I got Margie to make me.
That's such a good idea, though!
Sorry, you got so excited you cut out.
That's such a good idea, though.
Yeah. We'll keep it a secret. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my god, Cass, that was so fun.
I hope you had a wonderful time.
Oh my god, I love that Ulam fight so much.
Wasn't
it so fun?
I thought it was cute.
Yes. That was so sweet. Thank you so much for letting me be an old man up.
Of course. Of course.
That was fun. These girls are ruled by a dragon. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you all so much for hanging out and playing D&D. And honey, thank you for letting me write a story just for you. And I don't know, I just think it's so fun to just get to like let you like run away with it, you know?
Yes, I get to do the silly things and I get to throw things around. People around.
Well, and like I truly,
goodness.
I was like, she might not throw the squirrels, But the minute you said I want to throw one of the scrolls, I was like, I fucking knew it.
I feel like you know me enough. I feel like every fight that we've been in, I'm like, how do I throw someone right now?
Well, I think that
or even not a fight, like with Poe, I like threw him across the river.
I think that you find a way to make martial classes have more options on a turn than just I hit them with my weapon, I hit them with my weapon, I hit them with my weapon. You know what I'm saying? And I really, I don't know, you've inspired me to like really like be more interested in playing a martial class.
What I really want to do is when we eventually level up, I really want to, and we have like the ability to choose another feature, I really want to get Tavern Brawler, because I'm constantly throwing shit and using improvised weapons. So I think that that would be a really good option for me.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
I forgot to tell everyone last session that you all level up. So
we're level 10.
Yeah, so post cat session we're level 10, but I thought it might just be easier to like to let everyone know that we're gonna level up next session before it, and then just like level everyone up during the session, because we can take like 15 minutes to just like do that mid session instead of like futzing
then we'll
with
wait
it on a call.
Yeah, we'll wait for the session then to do that. Then that will be good. So Lonnie, don't you dare touch your character yet. Immediately she's gone to a D&D like Beyond sheet, and she's like, oh, I got it.
Yeah, Naka, my husband is currently playing a Rune Knight Goliath fighter in another campaign that I run, and he has found like such interesting ways to use a martial class to be like so creative. He uses grappling a lot to like control certain people on the board. Which as a DM like gets incredibly frustrating because he thwarts my plans all of the time, or like makes like a really mobile enemy just incredibly immobile because his athletics is like plus 15 or something crazy. But it's really fun, like how you can like make it work. It's martial classes are a lot more fun than I think like I have ever given them credit for, which I'm learning more recently.
I think that because this is like my first turn at like tabletop, you know, and I knew that there was definitely going to be a difference between obviously Baldur's Gate 3, but like also my perception of what D&D was like just in the media as well. Like I knew that there was going to be like quite a strong difference. I wanted to choose a class that I knew that there wasn't going to be too many complications with, or too many rules that I had to really like think about. And like fighter is like that class. Like if you just want I hit and that's all, like that's a great way to go about it. If you don't want things with the rate. But I feel like it was a toss up between fighter or I was going to choose monk, because I really like monk as well. And I do like having like a high dex build. I think that is so, it can be so evil towards a DM.
Like rogues, I think like really like I to be fair though, like as a DM you really start to play to your characters, right? So by the way, thank you for the raid, Anna. I love you. I hope you had the best stream, Anna. But I have like a rogue, he's like an arcane trickster, so he doesn't even like output like that much damage, but I do find myself relying on like his sneak attack damage output in a fight. Like I realize that sometimes like he'll do the most damage in a fight, and like thank God, because no one else did like anywhere near that much damage, and like somebody almost died. So I think you do start to learn to play to your characters, where like and not like against your characters, right? So like with my character that's a fighter that grapples a lot, I could just make like every enemy immune to grapple, but that's not fucking fun for that character. Like when you make your character built for something, it's really fun to utilize those abilities. So it's been it's still kind of hard though to balance like giving you things that you can grapple while also not like limiting the combat so intensely. Pandora, thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, 2 in a row. You cuties. Thank you guys so much.
Aww.
They're here to support Lonnie's wives. That's me and you.
That's so funny.
But all that to say, I was gonna say that I think I'll really start relying on Manaaki's strength a lot. And I think I already kind of have, just like in a bit more subtle ways, but I do find myself being like, well, Manaaki can break down a door if they can't figure out a way past it.
Yeah. I'm gonna discuss with my character because I realized that there was something on his character sheet that I was like, what the fuck? Why did I choose that? So I need you to help me like with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the other thing I'll say
yeah.
about our characters as we go on. I haven't said it much on Lonnie's channel where it actually matters, but like people are allowed as my players to be like, I don't like this aspect of my character. Can I change it?
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, 100%. You don't like being a fighter and you want to be a barbarian instead. Let's just retcon everything. And if you have fun being a barbarian, I would much rather have you do, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Still would love him to be a fighter. I think that still makes sense for him. But I'm a guild artisan.
I was wondering that. I was like, I edited young Manaaki and I was like, guild artisan, where did that come from?
I don't believe that I chose that one as the issue. I think I chose something else, and I don't know how that one came on here. So this entire time I was like, I was a fucking guild artisan. I'm meant to be paying 4 gold pieces per month to get what guild? I'm not a part of any guild. I'm a loner.
I love that. Hey,
what?
Wait, that's Naka makes a good point. You could be an artisan nut grower. That could be part of your backstory.
No, I collect the nuts. I don't grow them. Maybe that's a potential career for him when he retires at Ulam's age.
Absolutely. Oh, wait, that's so cute. If you guys are here hanging out and you're not following the 2 wonderful people that just rated, Anna and Pandora, go follow them. They're wonderful. I just love them.
Yes. You guys are sweethearts.
And also, if you're not following my wives, especially Honey, what are you doing? She's my wife. And
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm glad you had fun. I was so nervous. Oh, of course you do. Well, and I still have one like for Meru that's just like turned off.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you had fun. I knew it was a little bit more lighthearted. I knew it was a little less serious.
No, I love that.
But maybe someday you'll find out what gave Turd the strength to almost take you out.
Yeah, if only I had enough investigation or arcana to figure that out.
To be
right.
It was always
keeps life in mystery.
Exactly. And the mystery is so much more fun than knowing, you know? Sometimes it is more fun to be like, holy shit, 3 sessions from now, something's gonna connect, and I'm gonna be like, holy fuck.
Oh, okay. All right, so 3 missions. Write that down.
You think I planned 3 sessions out? That's crazy.
No, I do not. No, I'm actually surprised with like how well you put this together, given the amount of time that you had to work on it.
I let things get away from me. I had last week, like this past weekend, my parents were in town, and then the weekend before that, we like traveled to go like spend time with my husband's family in like a cabin in the woods. So like I could have planned D&D at that point, but they wanted to spend time with us. How dare they?
Ew. I'm joking. I think actually a good thing to point out actually this month is looking quite busy for us and
for the keepers.
I just had to say this so then Lonnie hears it as well, but we need to plan a date for this month for our D&D session, and I'm unfortunately not free on the last weekend of this month, so that limits us a little bit, but I thought I would mention that so then
it might be a no to August and a yes to September type of thing, but
tomorrow, shut up, Naka.
Yeah, at least I'll meet tomorrow. I'll plan the session in less than a day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We're like, so Manaaki's mom is just gonna hang out around the house. Well, that's the entire session.
I think that's
like to interact with her.
Such a cool part about like this being the session we did today, and then the next session of Keepers being what it's gonna be. So like we really learned about like your mothers and like how they like raised and loved you. So like your adoptive mothers or Manaaki's adopted mothers, and then like next session we get to like learn more about like your birth mom that like you never knew you were gonna meet.
Yes, I'm so, or even really knew existed because he's never really thought about it because he's so content with his adopted parents. He's like, that's my mom's.
Just
I don't need anything more.
Moms, and then that old curmudgeon. really taught me.
Yeah.
Really was the male presence in my life.
The male presence of my life. He tried to kill me, but it's fine. No, that was so funny. That was such a fun fight. I loved that you made him like grapple Manaaki, because I was like, yes, thank you. This is where Manaaki probably got his weird like fighting tactics from. Like, oh my goodness.
Well, and how boring would it have been if I
thank you
just
so
hit you 2 times every round? You would have been dead.
thank
You would have
you
been
so
dead in
much.
5 seconds. But it was so much more fun to have it be like a dynamic little moment. Oh gosh, see, that's what I'm saying. Martial classes can be
Yeah.
really fun and like have a really intense like descriptive fight too. It doesn't always have to be the casters being all like, you know.
Yeah, I cast fireball, then everything is on fire, and I'm like, wow, lucky you. Okay, I hit with my sword really hard, but I do it in a cool.
Yeah, I slice him in half actually.
Ting! Oh look, his head is now not attached to his body. Can you do that, magic boy?
I mean, but that's kind of awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cool,
Oh my
cool.
goodness. Anyways,
Well, I love you.
what's the plan?
I
What's
think
the plan?
the plan is to raid out, and I
Yes.
think maybe we go say hi to someone who's doing an uncapped subathon. Our friend Akka, right? We gotta go say hi to Akka.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Amazing.
get this in here. Let me get this raid message in here. If we want, here's some raid messages. There's one for subs and one for followers. Yeah, I got the finger guns in there. You know I got them.
I mean, I'm subscribed, but like, I just, it's such a, I'm so happy that you like that as much as I like that.
I adore the finger guns so much, and it's because of you. Oh my gosh, Fries, thank you for being here.
Yes! Love it.
But I love you all
Thanks,
so much.
Fries.
Thank you for being here for D&D. Thank you for taking the time out of your day off, honey, to be here and play D&D with me. It was such a blast. It was so
I love you
fun.
always.
If you're not
I've
already
been looking forward to
following
this.
my wife, Honey May, you can follow her at twitch.tv/honey_may_, or you could follow her second channel at twitch.tv/mini_may_.
Yes!
Yeah.
See, that's a true wife. She knows all about it.
Yeah. Anyway, I love you all. Have a good rest of your day. This is the best time ever. I love D&D. Okay, see y'all later. Bye.
Bye!